Well, g'day once again, Jason Haines here from QPL Rural right here in Narrandera and Temora with another weekly edition of the Haines Report, your weekly look back at rural events in the Riverina. Now, certainly has been another dry week in some areas. I have seen at least a couple of headers now sitting in paddocks waiting to get onto that early oats and barley, but most people believe they'll be going by the end of next week following a bit of warm weather forecast for next week. Now, water markets this week in the Murray and Murrambidgee system, temporary water looks to be trading around that 380, 385 mark on the temporary basis. General security water, we are sitting around that $2,200 on the Murrambidgee, but we are looking at a new price of up around $6,000 or a bit over for high security water for a wet megalitre. These water resources certainly are in high demand at the moment. We do have active buyers out there, so if you're looking at testing the market, please give us a call and see what we can do for you. Now, while we are talking water, there is a bit of talk around with some producers looking at the horticulture space for the first time or ever for a lot of them as a place to park water on these higher water valued years, whether they can get a greater return out of some of the new horticulture operations such as almonds or walnuts rather than their traditional cotton and rice operations. It is perhaps worth considering a diversified portfolio or production system such as horticulture will bring to the operation. If you are looking at doing so, we do have some ground that would be suitable, and if you'd like to give me a call, we can certainly help you out in this space. Now, livestock markets this week, another big yarding at Wagga this week, reported to be 77,000 head. The Eastern Young Cattle Indicator at the moment is sitting on 539.75 cents per kilo carcass weight. The National Trade Lamb Indicator, well, that's crept up yet again this week and is now sitting at 779 cents per kilo, and the mutton job still strong at 464 cents. There are some very good buying opportunities at the moment for those looking at purchasing lambs or hoggets out of that northern and western districts. There's some lambs with good wool cover on them at the moment, and good opportunity for those who have perhaps a bit of stubble that's going to be left after this harvest or have feed they want to convert into lamb. Please give us a call if you're thinking about operating in this space, or if you do have some stubbles and you'd like to make a little bit of extra cash. There are plenty of people out there at the moment looking for adjustment. There's good rates being paid at the moment and a good opportunity for a little bit of extra cash this year. In rural property news this week, we are very pleased to announce that both Lochiel right here at Narrandera and our additional block out at Coleambally have now gone under offer. Both of these properties have been sold to local buyers and will continue to be farmed successfully for many years to come. This week also saw the sale of Lone Pine up near Humula. This higher rainfall grazing country came very well appointed, well-drained soil with some access to irrigation. And this property sold as a 664 acre block for a price of just under $3,200 an acre. In properties for sale this week, well, we will mention Amaroo again, sitting right out there at Murrami, halfway between Griffith and Leeton. This is an ideally located property with main highway frontage. It is in several blocks. The whole block is 588.3 hectares, but there is opportunity to break it up into 3 or 4 smaller operations. Now, this property features 11 outlets. It's good, predominantly good black alluvial soil or self-mulching soil. It has grown rice in the past, but there's a good smattering of lucerne over it at the moment, and it would be very good for grazing operation, but could equally be transferred into a horticultural operation or for growing cotton. This is a good block in a highly sought after area that does have plenty of potential. Now, if you're a row cropper, a dryland cropper, or looking to feed some livestock, we do have some other exciting operations that will come onto the market in the next few weeks. Lastly, this week, I'd just like to reinforce one of the messages given by the LLS in the last few weeks. If you have cut canola hay, just be a little bit careful of the nitrate levels in that hay or the paddocks that they're standing in. These levels have been quite high, and if you do have hungry stock you're sticking on or feeding with this feed stuff, you don't want to induce nitrate poisoning and create any more problems. Take things carefully and keep a real eye on those stock. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information on any one of our properties we've got listed here today, please feel free to give me a call at any time on 0488 594 450. I look forward to catching up with you all again next week. Cheers.